I'd like to talk to you now about selecting the correct roller sleeve for the kind of paint you're going to be using, the kind of surface you're also going to be working on. There's not a lot to have to decide. The key thing is what size nap you're going to be using for your job. The less nap, the smoother the finish is going to be. Typically for eggshell finishes, satin finishes, semi-gloss finishes, you'd want to use a 3/8 inch nap. Now you can also use, now they're coming out with 5/16, 1/4 inch roller naps. That's going to even give you a smoother finish, but it's also not going to put as much paint on as well. So you probably have to do maybe 2 coats, maybe even 3 coats if you want a really smooth finish. So it's 3/8 is your probably standard. You can also use a 1/2 inch. A lot more matte paint finishes are coming out now. Flat finishes for ceilings. This is going to be a little bit easier to get a nice coat on, especially if you're doing just a one refresher coat, say over your ceiling. You know, a 1/2 inch is a great size because it's going to cover everything that you roll over, versus a 3/8 where you might end up having to do 2 coats. And the other important part is also, like your brushes, investing in a halfway decent roller. These happen to be woven. These I have found shed the least. There's also a lot of nylon rollers out there, inexpensive rollers out there, but they can be a little bit spongy and not deliver the kind of finish that you may be looking for your project.